Okay guys, so I'm gonna try to do a quick video for you guys. Yo, taking my guy on the motorcycle though. Slash. Hey. We're gonna try and do this quick thing where basically it's like a fake M-Tech 1 bumper on a regular E46 touring bumper. We're gonna try and just spray paint basically that bottom lip black, going down on the sides so that it looks like it's an M-Tech, but it's really not. First thing you wanna do is clean it. Oh yeah, give us a rip, give us a rip. Yeah. Jeez, you hear that backfire, boy? Okay, so first thing you wanna do is mask this area that we're gonna paint. Thinking we're just gonna mask along following this line and just go down that way. We'll just follow the line and go down that way. So we have it masked now. We just got like a little bit of masking tape on this side and a little bit of masking tape on this side. Pretty much, I'm just gonna start spraying this bottom part black and we're gonna see what happens. It's plastic dip so I can take it off if it looks like garbage. This is an interesting concept. This is not how you paint also, by the way, guys. This is how you do some ghetto things on your E46.
Budget.
Budget beamers. Is that budget beamers? No, budget
beamers. Shut up.
The whole point of this is to make it look like it has a diffuser, even though it really doesn't. Is it still working?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we ended up finishing painting the bumper. I just didn't really like it so much because it was kind of one of those things where it looked kind of good from far, but it looked far from good. So I continued with what I originally planned, which was to cut the bumper and actually make my own diffuser. So the first thing I did was actually take the bumper off of the car, just so I could work on it inside. It's a lot easier when you have it off the car. You can make measurements a lot easier. Also, another thing, when you're making stuff with metal and you're fabricating things, it's best to start off with cardboard or some sort of paper, something that can be cut easily, that you can edit and, you know, make different adjustments, and it'll allow you to make as many revisions as you need. So as you can see here, what I did, I just took an old cardboard box and just cut it up. I then took off the black trim just in the middle of the bumper, just so I could trace it out on the cardboard. This allowed me to get a general shape of what I'm looking for.
It follows the shape of this up here. I have this curve here now on this piece of cardboard. I'm blessed, but I'm not really aware of it. We're all blessed enough. So as you can see, I've got this piece of metal in the bumper right now. It's kind of just sitting in there. Just wanted to make sure it fit, and it does. But one thing I need to do is make sure that this thing bends before it reaches this part, because this is where it mounts to the car. So the back of the car, there's a big wall pretty much all along this line. A cheap way of making your own metal bender is by grabbing two pieces of wood. I don't know if you can see here, I've got two pieces of wood, and in between them I've sandwiched the metal that I wish to bend, and I'm just holding it pretty much together nice and tight with that the clamp there, and then a clamp on the other side as well. And basically what this does, it just gives me a nice even flat fold when I'm trying to bend it. You can see we've got these little fin cutouts here, and I've just laid them down on this stainless steel, just cutting them out. I don't know if you guys can see this. These are some crude welds, but got the first section here, this side piece, and that side canard thing down. Next I'm just going to be throwing the fins that I have in here. So now what I'm actually going to do, take these all off, now that I know that they will fit, and I'm going to see what we're looking at for the distance here. So what I did, I measured from this end to this end, and we got 30 inches. We then divided it by 5 because we have 4 of them, but we don't want it to start here. We want it to start here, so we divided by 5, and we ended up with 6 inches. So 30 divided by 5 is 6. That gives us 6 inches here for the first one, 12 inches here for the second one, 18 inches here for the third one, and 24 inches here for the fourth one. And that will give us perfectly even spacing between the two ends. Now I'm just going to start welding it. So as you can see here, there's originally a little lump that goes across and comes down, and it's on this gray section right here. What I did, I cut that section out here, cut it out on the other side, and then from the black piece I just cut a straight line up to that top rim, and then cut the whole bottom section of that off, and then cut again this piece over here. So the tricky thing about doing something like this is making sure that everything is lined up when you're welding it. So if you look closely, you can see that little fin right there. It's on more of an angle downward than the rest of them. But what I did in planning for this was I made all of the fins a little bit bigger than I actually needed them to be. So at the bottom, I can trim that little bit off and make it straight, or I may cut them and angle them in like that. I don't know, give them a taper. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I ended up cutting this down because I didn't like how it looked going straight down. It was longer as well. I cut a bit off the bottom, and then I just have some screws going into the bottom of the floor holding it in, and it keeps it from doing any stupid stuff. What I'm thinking of doing next is getting something and filling up in here so that it's just a straight line down, kind of like the sport bumpers instead of the angle that it's at. Like maybe getting some putty or something and then filling it in and sanding it down and all that stuff. And then of course I would cut this black piece a little bit smaller, but let me know what you guys think I should do. But yeah, that's pretty much the final product. Probably gonna do some other small adjustments to it so that it looks clean. That's pretty much it, but yeah, this is pretty much what it is.
Alright guys, thanks for watching that episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep your eyes open for our next few videos. We're going to be installing a short shifter into the E39, and we're also going to give you guys a build breakdown of both of our cars. So yeah, keep your eyes open, like, subscribe, and share. And peace out.